Good morning. Here's the good news, everyone. I survived. I survived day one of AWS reInvent. And for those of you who are in Vegas, you understand what that means. It means that you walked probably more than like maybe 5-6 miles yesterday, if you're an analyst. It means that you voluntarily drank from the fire hose and keynotes haven't even begun. Okay. But really interesting stuff that has already happened. Lots of news and announcements, of course, that will be live today. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, the 2nd of December, be sure to follow my colleague, Larry Dignan, as he posts all the news. And he's actually already posted that in a lot of the Constellation Insights. So be sure to go check that out. But I want to talk to you about this. And if you didn't think my day at reInvent could be crazy enough just with the own madness that I bring to the table, check this out.
Now,
Yeah, let's watch that again. Let's watch that again together.
now,
That's right. I got to start my day
now,
with an explosion. Look at this. Bam! For those of you who don't know what's falling out of the sky, that, my friends, is tech debt. That's right. They dropped a server from a crane into explosives. The Clark County Fire Department actually was standing right by this madness. And when I saw the fireman after, as we were leaving, and I was like, guys, that was great. Like, you were just standing there. He's like, when we got assigned to this job, some of us kind of didn't want to come because they were like, oh, we're going to drop something and it's going to cause this explosion. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, that was actually really cool because they didn't realize just how big the server was. And they didn't realize just how far up the crane was going to go. And that thing just flew. The funny thing about dropping a server several stories from a crane into a literal pile of explosives is that it kind of, in one stunt, kind of explains how a lot of IT leaders and a lot of CIOs and a lot of CFOs and a lot of CEOs feel. But as I was standing there watching this inferno engulf a server, it dawned on me that it's also a feeling that's been creeping up on the backs of our necks for anyone who owns the stack across customer experience. Let's say you're in the contact center. Let's say for a moment you're a CMO. Let's say you're the head of sales. And for a long time, our tech debt was fairly simple. Or that's not right. We saw it as a very simplistic equation. We had our thingy, CRM, contact center. We had our marketing automation. And that just meant we assigned seats to whoever was sitting literally in chairs, in cubes, in offices. And that was our debt. That's how we saw it. So we knew exactly how much it cost. It was, $39.99 per seat per month, per user per month. We could count in seats. And so how we calculated tech debt was largely how many people did we have and how many seats did we need to provision. But the reality is our tech debt is the cost of engagement. And trust me, in today's day and age, especially in the age where we are just tossing generative and agentic AI left and right all around the battlefield, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. And as I was watching that server fall, while we might not think in terms of servers and workflows and bandwidth and the cost of data in transit, the cost of data storage, we need to start. That explosion, that big boom, we need to start calculating it for our businesses, for ourselves, for our customers, for our people. But if we're really going to start talking about business outcomes, and that's why we do what we do, we have to have a very keen sense of what our tech debt is, or at least what our contribution to the organization's tech debt is. So here's an assignment. Go ask. It's going to be painful. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to feel comfortable asking these questions. And it's certainly not going to feel comfortable if you want to set fire to your tech debt, if you want to eliminate that, if you want to be part of that digital transformation accomplishment and achievement, we're going to have to know what we contribute to that debt. Lots of other news that I'll share throughout the day. Normally, when I come to events and try to do an event recap, it ends up either being like 30 minutes of me reciting the news every night, or it's me having a random thought in the morning, like I did today. I'm going to try to do a little both. I know you didn't ask for it. And for all the 2 people who are going to watch this, you might not even want it, but I'm still going to do it, suckers. Sorry. It's the price you pay for hitting play on this video. But there's going to be a ton of news today. There's going to be a ton of announcements today. I'm going to try to capture as much as possible. I'm going to be leaning into everything that's happening and all the juicy news that's coming out of Amazon Connect. Here's the one thing I want to lay down for anyone before we get to that news. In earnings, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy pointed out that the Amazon Connect business had hit $1 billion in ARR. Talk about the little app that could. So, with that as the groundwork, I set off for day 2, which is day 1. It's very confusing, but today's a lot of keynotes, a lot of news. I'll be back with it, but just remember.
Now,
It was really cool. And here's the other thing. Here's the other great part about it. We got to go, and if any of you have seen, go back and check out. I reposted it. We got. Oh my God, it's upside down. They let me keep the jacket, everyone. That's right. I now come with industrial PPE. It's like my own warning label, and I've been wondering when anyone in analyst relations was just going to go ahead and give me my own warning jacket. I kind of feel like I have to wear this now to every analyst event so people just know. I don't know. I feel like it's an early warning sign. Okay. I'll see you guys later.